Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a different type of video. I'm going to be giving my predictions for the 2026 main line. Alright, so just to start off, I said this is going to be different, so it's not going to be like a review. It's going to be explaining my thoughts, sort of, what I think will be released. I'm not going to do anything too crazy. I'm going to stay realistic. A lot of people, they have their dream diecast lines. I'm going to stay pretty down to earth on this. Stuff that is pretty much guaranteed to be released at this point. So, yeah. We're going to be talking about new releases, re-releases, some Cars tunes, maybe even some new releases as far as Cars tunes, and also haulers. So, I'll also talk about possibly a new expanded universe, and I'll just speculate for what it could be. Alright, so, at number 1, I have Mini and Van. Mini and Van in 2026 will have not been released for 9 years at that point, which I find to be absolutely crazy, because Mini and Van, they were such staple characters. You had them released. You got, I think Van was released in 2008. I know Mini was released in 2009. There was a lenticular van with stickers in 2010. And I think Mini might have also been released in 2010. They were also released frequently throughout the 2010s. You had the desert ones in 2015. I mean, they're like supporting characters. They don't play a huge role, but they have speaking lines, and a lot of people like them. And I think it will. They've never been released from Thailand, and I think for the newer collectors who just started collecting cars recently, like since their last release, I think that's a great opportunity for them to finally get Mini and Van. So, yeah, they used to be released all the time. I think the lemons. I think the lemons will come back. Nothing too crazy. I don't think they're gonna go down with any blowtorch lemons quite yet. As nice as that would be, because a lot of those lemons with the torches are very rare. I'm missing Jerome Ramped Pacer. He's, I think, probably the rarest one out of all of them. So we'll have to see where they go with that, possibly later in the future. But what I think they're going to do is probably, I'm going to say, since Acer and Grandma are coming back, that they're going to do a re-release of them, maybe again. They might do some variants. I can see them doing Grum with Weapon, maybe with the camera, except there's no more deluxes, so that would be kind of hard. Maybe with the helmets in a 2-pack. Yeah, so maybe a release of Toga Trunkov, maybe Petrov Trunkov. Yeah, nothing too crazy. I don't think J. Kirby Gremlin is going to be released anytime soon, unfortunately, for a lot of collectors. He was only released that one time in 2013. Yeah, so next up, I'm going to be talking about Cars tunes. So with the release of Bye Bye Car coming up this year from Tokyo Mater, I think that there could be some re-releases from Cars tunes. Because it seemed like they were only going to do the 2014. They brought them back for 2014. They left 4 or 5 behind in 2010. But I think that since Bye Bye Car is coming, that completely expands the possibilities of cars that could be released from the Cars Tune series, especially re-releases. So I'm thinking maybe Tabinu or Van San. With Tabinu, I see it being more possible. I don't think Van San's going to be released, but if they're going with Mini and Van, I can totally see them using the Van model to remake Van San. That's just me, though. I do think Tabinu will be released. I'm not so sure about Van San, but I do think Tabinu will be coming back, because they're bringing back Bye Bye Car, who was the rarest one from that series. I'm not sure about Yojimbo. I don't really see him coming back out, but I think Tabinu will come back. Next up, I got Transberry Juice Crew Chief. Now this one just makes sense, doesn't it? I mean, you got Mandy this year, the Taco Mint Crew Chief. Then the Fire Field crew chief, who I'm pretty sure is named Andrew Butts, just got revealed like 2 days ago when I'm recording this. So I think that it's totally possible for Transberry Juice crew chief to come back. I think they're going to do one per year. And, it just really makes sense. Nothing really else on that topic. And then I'm going to talk about haulers next. And for haulers, I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to be too crazy. I'm not thinking they're going to be releasing Oliver Lightload. However, I do think that Ben Crankleshaft will come back. Now, this is mainly because when they did the hauler cabs in 2016, they left out Oliver Lightload, so I don't think he'll come back, unfortunately. But I do think Ben Crankleshaft will come back, and that is huge for a lot of collectors. A lot of people have been wanting him, and like on eBay and stuff, he's been reaching outrageous prices. Too expensive for me personally. Maybe Chet Boxcar. I think he's supposed to come out this year. I don't know for sure though. Yeah, and I'm thinking Paul Valdez might also be left behind. I don't know why. I just don't think that they're that invested in the hauler line. But I do think Ben Crankleshaft will come back over Paul Valdez, and especially over Oliver Lightload. And then we got new Cars on the Road characters. I don't really know any characters. I mean, they canceled that clown this year. That's definitely a possibility. With deluxes, there's just so many big characters in Cars on the Road that I just don't see them releasing because the deluxe line is obviously canceled. Maybe someone from the wedding. There weren't a ton of cars that were released in that episode. Maybe some new Road Rumblers. Obviously, there's the Dino Park tour guide, except I just don't feel like... I feel like we would have gotten the Dino Park tour guide already, personally. I think the Dino Park tour guide will not be released, at least in the foreseeable future. And then, finally, we got a new Expanded Universe series. So I think at this point, we all know about the Fire and Rescue series that's coming out this year. It's sort of like those Tomikas that they did. Obviously, they haven't many images yet at the time this is recorded. But as far as 2026 goes, I think they'll finish the GRC line in 2025. So I don't think they'll do another World Grand Prix Transcontinental Race of Champions type series. I just don't really see it happening. That really leaves a question for what the Expanded Universe will be. I'm thinking they might go back to maybe an XRS type thing. I don't know. I feel like they did all the possibilities for that too. It's really up in the air for that, but, just want to speculate about it. You never really know. And, yeah, I think that's going to do it for this video. So, thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you like this new approach to the videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.